What's up, everybody? This is Shane from Silverstein. You're watching punkvideosrock.com.
What's up, guys? Robert Herrera here with punkvideosrock.com. We're hanging out at the House of Blues in Hollywood with Shane of Silverstein. How you doing, buddy?
Very well. How are you?
Doing good, man. It's a nice day out there.
Yeah, and I'm jealous every time I come to California. I'm so envious of you guys. And I got to ask you a question, though. Do you guys take it for granted? Like, you wake up, it's a beautiful day. Do you not even think about it?
You know what?
Because, man, I would be like...
You know what? Everybody always asks me that question because I make sure that I get up before the sun every single day.
Really?
Just because I love to enjoy it. And then by the end of the day, like, I'm done doing my stuff, but I still have the rest of the day to...
That's hardcore, right? Okay.
Yeah, so there you go.
Good for you.
There you go. No, thank you. Thank you. So you're on tour right now with Take Action Tour?
Yes.
How's the tour been so far for you guys?
It's been fantastic. It's been a lot of fun. The first couple shows we played on the East Coast, and they were just like so sick. And now we're on the West Coast, and it's still like amazing.
Nice.
So we're really looking forward to tonight in Hollywood. It should be cool.
Yeah, definitely. You guys just released Rescue, your 5th album.
Yeah.
Could you let us know about the record, what the record is about?
Sure. This record's a little bit different from some of our other records because we wrote it over a lot longer of a period of time, over a whole year actually. So it's kind of about a lot of things.
Okay.
You know, most of our records, we kind of take a time off. 3 months or so we write it. So a lot of times it's kind of what's going on, kind of in my life or what I'm sort of thinking about over like a 3-month period. Whereas this, it's actually a lot of things. So, our last record was kind of a concept record about one thing. Yeah. This is about 12 things. So it's just a lot of I think the struggle between myself getting older and kind of being an adult but still kind of being a kid at heart. I think there's a lot of that subject wise coming up, and also dealing with things like I lost a very close family member, a lot of different subjects. So I think it's good. I think it can relate to a lot of people.
Now, just how you mentioned you're getting older, do you see the way you write or the way that because before I'm sure you're doing some random thing and then ideas pop out. So do you find yourself doing the same things nowadays with those ideas, or is it harder for you to write nowadays, or
dude,
a lot easier for you to write?
I'll tell you, man, that's the struggle, is that I'm 30 years old.
You still look young, man.
I don't fucking feel 30.
You still look young.
I don't feel any different. Like my motivations and how I feel, I don't feel any different than I was when I was 25 or 21 or any. Like, I really don't feel any different. Yeah. So it's kind of that weird perception of like, well, I'm getting older. Like, when am I gonna feel like an adult? When am I gonna want different things? Exactly. And that hasn't happened. So that's kind of a part of my life. So people ask me what I'm doing to stay so young looking. Like, you don't age. What are you doing? So I don't know. The only thing I abstain from is I don't eat any meat, but everything else, it's all good.
Man, that's crazy. For this record, for all your records, you were with Cameron. Yeah. And this time you chose a different producer. Why did you choose in changing that?
Well, it's a pretty good story, actually. We Cameron, he's from out here. He's from Orange County, and we are my favorite of our records that we worked with him on. Yeah. And this record we were going to, and before we're going to actually track, like I said, we were kind of working on some songs over a whole year. So we made demos with a local guy in Canada, young kid he'd done some really good stuff for some local bands. Yeah. So we did the demos, and right away I was like, this guy's awesome. Nice. So we sent the demos to Cameron to see what he thought of the songs, and he was like, holy fuck, like who recorded this shit? It's awesome. So he was stoked on the demos, and we ended up deciding that Jordan Villariat, who did the demos and did the record, would produce the record and track it, and then we sent it out here to Cameron to mix. Okay. So it was cool. We kind of had Cameron overseeing the project a little bit. Oh, so he was still part of it as well. He was a part. Yeah, he mixed the record. Okay. So so it was good to have him aboard. Nice. It just like the day-to-day recording, like the long days and stuff. He just wasn't a part of that. He just kind of oversaw it. So it was a really good experience, and I think we'll end up doing lots more stuff with Jordan because he's like a whiz kid.
That's crazy. And you said he was young as well.
Yeah, he's only like 22 or 23.
Wow.
So
that's insane.
Absolutely insane. Just a total unknown kid, but it's amazing. Like, right when I met him, I could tell he had just that character you need as a producer. Oh, okay. Because when you're like a producer, I feel you kind of need specific traits. Yeah. You need to be extremely hardworking, and you need to be laid back, but at the same time,
You gotta
kind
be
of know
able
when
to-
to pick your battles.
Yeah.
You know, and he's really, really good at that. So he's excellent. I'm sure some bands
Nice.
after hearing our record will be like,
We're
whoa,
gonna go back to him.
who's this guy? Well, we're gonna go up to Canada and make a record.
You guys just opened a door for him.
Yeah, I hope so.
That's
he's
awesome.
He's really excellent.
That's great. That's great. On this record, you did a couple collaborations. One in particular was Anthony Ranieri.
Yeah.
Was that specifically for this tour, or was that something that you guys had talked about before?
No. Nothing to do with this tour at all. We didn't even know we were doing this tour when we did the song.
Okay.
It's just, you know, I like to have guest appearances in certain songs that I feel need it. You know, I like the last record we had 3 guest appearances, and they were all very different artists, very different styles of singing, but I really feel like each one of them really improved the song. And one thing that I don't want to do with guest appearances is I don't want to have, like, let's say I have the opportunity to get someone like really, really famous or really big, you know. If they're not right for the song, or they're not going to make the song better, I don't want to just force it.
Yeah.
So with Anthony, we've been friends for 8 years, and I've always wanted to get him, but I just never felt like there was really that song that was like really right for his voice and my voice until now. And when I wrote that song and we did the demo with just me, I was like, I think Anthony would really work on here. So I called him up, and he's like, fuck yeah, I'll kill it. I'm going to kill it. And he did. So it was excellent.
That's great.
Really
That's great. Are you guys collaborating on this tour as well?
You know, we haven't done it yet.
Really?
But it's been so crazy.
Tour's almost over.
We're halfway now. I know. We were talking about it today. Like, we were like, shit, we got to practice it, because we just haven't had a chance.
Yeah.
It's been,
you guys both been busy.
So hectic this tour. It's just been like go. So,
yeah.
But we hope to be busting it out.
That'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
That'll be a good one. Your video you guys are promoting right now is The Artist.
Yes.
Could you let us know about that song? I think I read somewhere that it's one of your favorite songs.
Yeah, it is. It's actually the last song we wrote for the record, and we were pretty much, you know, totally like stoked on the record, and we had 12 songs that we wanted to use, and we kind of even knew like the track listing and everything. And then I was like, you know what, guys, like we got like a couple more days, kind of till we start hitting the studio. Like, let's just try to write like a crazy heavy, no rules song, and wrote The Artist in a couple hours, and it ended up being, I think, our favorite.
Wow.
So it's cool how that just happens. And yeah, and with the video, we did something really special where, you know, most videos you do, you're lip syncing, you know, and you do it over and over and over and over again, and it's so fucking lame. You know, there's nothing cool about it. It's cheese. It sucks.
Yeah.
So this video, what we did is we actually put on a show.
Okay.
And we flyered, and we announced it like the day before.
Wow.
And we handed out flyers in downtown.
And this was
Toronto.
a hometown show,
yep,
right?
in Toronto. And we rented out this little room, and we put on a show for our fans.
Wow.
And we filmed it, and we played the song, and it was real. So when you see me like
so everything
in there
is just the one shot.
No, well, we did it.
Okay.
We actually did it with a lot of cameras.
Okay.
And we did the song because we did 2 performances.
Got it.
We did 2 shows, so we have multiple performances of the song as well.
Yeah.
But you know, most of the time when you see a guy like in a video and he's like, ah, you know, he's not really screaming. It's just he's just like mouthing along to the words. That's all real. So everything in there was us really, really playing the song
really good
at
video.
a real show.
Yeah.
So it was cool to be able to do like a polished music video that wasn't, you know what I mean, that was real. So,
exactly.
So it was cool that we were able to do that.
How was it like playing with all the kids in front of you, as opposed to, you know, you guys have been doing a lot of bigger shows?
Yeah, I mean, the kids all around us. It was like a circle. It was cool. I mean, it's different, and it brings us back to when we first started the band, because that's all the shows were, you know, just like VFW hall style, on the floor, vocal PA only shows, and it was cool. It kind of brought us back to that, and we really enjoyed it.
Nice. I also read you didn't want to release a single, like a specific single for this record. What was the reason for doing so?
I don't know. Like, it's always been weird with us because we're not a radio band, and we've never had like a big song or anything. You know, we've never been that kind of a band. So we didn't want to just put out a song and be like, okay, this is the first single where this song is for our fans, this song is for like radio, this song is for video. We didn't feel like that was the right approach. So the first thing we did was we is we made a video for Sacrifice, which was just us kind of messing around on tour that that Josh, our guitar player, edited together.
Okay.
So that was just kind of something for kind of our fans. Then the artist, which I guess was also for our fans and also just kind of something cool. We just wanted to do a cool video concept. And, none of that is going to radio. You know, it wasn't about that.
It's just you guys having fun doing your thing.
So now the record's out and those are the videos. And we have a new video we made for Burning Hearts.
Okay.
Which is, I saw the rough edit. It came out amazing.
Really?
So cool. And that's kind of more, I guess, the traditional single. Like that's going to be going to radio, and that's going to,
Who did you guys work with for that video?
We worked with a guy named Colin Minion.
Okay.
He's from Canada.
Okay.
He is just an excellent, amazing video director. He actually won, I don't know if you guys know Much Music.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Canadian MTV.
Yeah.
He won the Much Music Video Award for Director of the Year last year.
Nice.
So he's very amazing, and working with him was a pleasure, and the video came out really, really awesome. So
nice.
it
when
should
are we
be out.
Expecting it?
I think. I mean, it could be out by the time this is on. Your website and everything. It could be out. So have a look for it. It's called Burning Hearts, and
cool.
It came out fantastic.
Nice. Cool. We'll look forward to seeing that one. You were with Victory Records for the longest time, and you guys are now with Hopeless Records. So what got you guys to switch labels?
Well, we figured if we signed to a label in California, we'd just be able to come out here more and enjoy your weather.
And then you're going to move out eventually,
Because
right?
Victory's in Chicago. It's cold all the time and windy.
It's like staying in Canada.
That's right, yeah. What are we thinking? We got to be on a West Coast label. Well, no, that was really no reason at all. But no, I mean, we had a good time with Victory. We did 4 records with them. They gave us our start, and we're totally grateful for that. But it was just, our contract was finished, and we just wanted to explore other options and kind of see where the best place for us was at this point in our career. And, and honestly, like, we talked to so many labels, and I didn't know if Hopeless was going to be like the one.
The one, yeah.
But the more and more labels we talked to, and the more and more we kind of kept up with Hopeless, we realized that as people and as a label, they were the best fit for us.
Okay.
So we're really stoked.
We're on the Take Action tour right now. This is your second time on this tour. I believe it was 2006 when you guys were on it.
You're correct. Absolutely. Good research.
Thank you. How different has the tour been or progressed since then?
I mean, it's changed. I wouldn't say it's really like progressed though. It's kind of like this is a different sponsor this time around. Okay. So it's a bit of a different vibe. Like
exactly.
This is like a sort of a sex ed charity we're working with, sexetcetera.org. And so it's a bit more of a risque, kind of sexy sort of message.
Cool. And what are your thoughts on the sex ed?
I mean, I think it's important. We're getting some flack a little bit from like religious groups and stuff, which I never even thought about when we signed up for it. I never thought about it because I guess just where I grew up, it's pretty liberal with that sort of thing.
Exactly.
I learned sex ed in high school, and it wasn't abstinence only, like I guess they teach in a lot of places.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's been kind of crazy because people are saying that it has something to do with supporting abortion, which I don't really understand.
So there's a bigger topic to it once you step into it.
Well, that's the thing, right? So once you step into it, it kind of opened up a can of worms, to pardon the expression, and like it's been kind of crazy. But at the end of the day, I think like, teen pregnancy is a problem everywhere. Yeah. And sexual transmitted disease is a problem everywhere, and I just think, young people are having sex and they need to know the risks and they need to know, what to do. And it also, I mean, sex can take a toll on people emotionally too. And they need to be prepared for it. And I think that Sex Etc. helps that. And I think overall, I think it'll help a lot of people. And I don't think it's really a bad thing. And I don't think people should be scared.
Well, this tour is almost over. Well, you're halfway in it. What do you guys have coming up afterward? We're
going to Europe for some festivals, which are really fun. They really know what they're doing over there with the festivals.
Really? That's what I keep hearing.
Yeah, they're crazy. Like there's some of the ones in Germany, they're like 80,000 people, just crazy. So those are really great. And the rest of the year, I think we're gonna keep making more videos. Okay. Which we're excited about. Try to do more stuff with our fans, in terms of online stuff, video chats, and interaction with the fans, and work on some new music and keep touring.